Hey everyone, my name's Courtney and today we're going to talk about how to find subscribers for your newsletter. There was a video that I posted recently where I talked about why newsletters were important. I will go ahead and link it right up here. Just click on that little I and you will go directly to that video. There are a lot of reasons why newsletters are important. The main one is because you have direct contact with the people who want to hear from you. Now, a lot of you requested at the bottom of that video that I create this video about how you can find subscribers. There are several ways to find people to sign up for your newsletter, and we're gonna go ahead and jump right into it. One of the ways that I've found to get people to subscribe to my newsletter is to post my links where people can find them. So in each of my books that I've published, in the back, and I believe I also had it in the front matter at one point, was I posted the links to my newsletter. When someone was finished reading my book, and if they enjoyed it, most likely they subscribed to my newsletter. That is a reader that wants to actually hear from me. I find it very beneficial to have a place on my website where people can easily sign up. And sometimes whenever I'm on Facebook, I'll be like, hey guys, I'm sending out a newsletter tomorrow. If you want to get that, please make sure that you're signed up for my list. And usually I'll get a horde of people to go ahead and sign up so they can get that special news for me. This is especially helpful whenever you have a cover to reveal or some big news. People really want to know what's going on in your world, and I find that whenever I pitch it to people, as in, hey, I've got huge news coming, you will hear it first in my newsletter tomorrow, link, post it on Facebook, Instagram, wherever you are at and active, and you will most likely see people go ahead and sign up. Another way to find people for your newsletter is to host a giveaway. When I first started, I had several hundred people on my newsletter just from hosting giveaways and giving snippets of my book out. And granted, this was back in 2013. A lot of things have changed since then. That was 5 years ago, guys. Like, I still can't get over it. But back in 2013, it was easy for me to say, hey, I've got snippets of my new release that's coming out on January 13th of 2014, and I'm kind of showing people what I'm writing in my newsletter. I would love for you to subscribe. And people did. People wanted to know with this new person who had never published a book what they were doing, and I got subscribers that way. I had a newsletter before I had a book, and each time that I talked about that new book that was coming, I would post my newsletter link and I would put a little thing at the bottom of whatever post I was at, and I would say, hey, I'm giving updates in my newsletter. Another way to find subscribers is if you already have a backlist and you already have books published, you can give away something for free for people to sign up for your newsletter. I did take a course a few years ago, and it was by Nick Stevenson, and the course is your first 10,000 readers. If for some reason I'm wrong about that, I will put a little thing up on the screen to tell y'all exactly what it was. And basically, Nick is all about giving away something of value to people who you want to subscribe to your newsletter. So if you have a backlist and you maybe have a short story that you've never published before or anything like that, and you want people to sign up for your newsletter, you can easily create an ad on Facebook or do a post on Instagram and update that little bio link and be like, hey guys, if you're not signed up for my newsletter, right now I am giving an incentive, and anybody who signs up will get a free, never published book before. I did that recently with Kennedy Fox when we were trying to kind of grow our newsletter list, and I had published a short story that was about 10,000 words in an anthology, and I never actually republished that book on my own. It was only in the anthology, and now the anthology is no longer for sale. So if you didn't download that book, you most likely didn't get to read that short story by me. So what I did was I made that an incentive for people to sign up for our Kennedy Fox newsletter, and we pitched it to people that way. Brooke also gave away a book of hers for free. If people signed up, they got 2 free books, like 1 full book and a small novella for me. And people really enjoyed that, and still today I'm seeing people sign up to get that free story. So if you have a backlist and you have something that you can offer somebody just for signing up for your list to hear more from you, like go ahead and do that. There are different ways to target people. If you're wondering the logistics of how to do that, there's several different ways. To make it easier on us, we used BookFunnel. It gives you a great landing page. People can go and click on it, download it directly. They have to put in their email address to get it, and that's the end of it. There was no us sending them anything. With my Lyra Parish stuff, there was a link to get a spin-off story for free that was in my books, and that link actually led people directly to my website, and my website actually took care of all that. I think I downloaded a plugin and it was super simple. So if you're good at HTML and WordPress sites, you could easily host that on your website. We use BookFunnel for other things, so it was already a resource that we had that we were paying for, and so we just used that, and that has been super helpful as well. Another way for you to find subscribers for your newsletter is to do giveaways. While I am not 100% on doing giveaways to get people to subscribe, like big group giveaways, I feel like if you are doing a giveaway that's just you and nobody else, that you can really benefit from that. You can give away gift cards or whatever, put it on your page, people who are following you, for them to sign up to win something. I don't feel like it's such a big deal, but whenever you're doing these big group author giveaways, I feel like not all the time you're getting people who really want to hear from you. And that can be kind of a bad thing, because you'll send out a newsletter and you'll have 200, 300 unsubscribes, and you'll have people go ahead and click that spam button when actually they signed up to get news from 25 authors to win this $1,000 gift card. I have participated in those in the past, I think 1 or 2. It's not something that I would ever do again, just because it really muddies your list, and I feel like you're not getting people who really genuinely care about what you have to say. With newsletters, it's not a number game, guys. Like, you don't want to be like, oh yeah, I've got 20,000 subscribers on my list, but out of those 20,000 people, maybe 2,000 really care what I have to say. And maybe out of that 2,000 people, only 1,000 people are going to open it up, and maybe only 500 people are going to click on your links, or 200. With newsletters, you're paying for the people that are on your list. So I would really recommend that you try to get genuine people on that list who really want to hear from you directly, not someone who's just trying to win a $1,000 gift card. I could seriously go on about this forever, but instead I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up. I really hope that this was helpful for you, and if you have any other tips that you can share with us below on how to get subscribers to your newsletter, just go ahead and leave them down there in the comments section. That's all I have. Next week, I believe I am going to post a author bullet journal tutorial, or kind of like a walkthrough of how I do my spread as an author in my bullet journal. I've had a lot of people message me on Instagram and Facebook, some my friends, some that are just complete strangers that have heard me talk about bullet journaling and how it's completely changed the way that I organize my real life and author life. And so next week, for the first Tuesday of April, I am gonna go ahead and do that. So just want to say thank you all so much for being here, and I'll see you again in my next video. All right, bye.